chance, which is pretty good. There's nothing in these other trees that I think is really close enough for me to be going for. Actually, I think I'm going to switch this build up. I'm going to go to Champion instead of Paragon. That'll be better because it'll allow me to use Bull Rush in combat. I'll be able to get the guaranteed crit on an Inescapable Fury, and I'll be able to get the Battlefield Intimidation, and then increases damage done by attack abilities that do not consume attack points by 24% while wielding a two-handed weapon. That'll be really helpful. So I won't have Turn the Blade anymore. I won't have the 3% crit, but I'll be losing out on parry chance, but that doesn't seem that important. I'll lose my strength buff, I'll lose Path of the Wind, but you can really just spam Flame Spear anyways. And probably the worst thing is I'll lose Flinching Strike. I keep forgetting about my Disarm. That's really bad of me. That time when I was fighting that rogue a couple times. Disarming is good. Yeah. Let's go back to the city and
fortuitous. By the power of the ancients.
And switch this build over to Champion like that. And then my other build is going to be pretty much pure Champion. It's going to be nasty. I think I have it up here. Yeah. So it goes lots of Champion, then the Rift Blade, I get the Freeze Armor, and I put 2 points in Beastmaster hit chance. The reason is for the Beastmaster finishing move is it has a damage over time on it, and I really want to see if the guaranteed crit you can get from the Champion applies to both the initial hit and the bleed damage. Because if it applies to the bleed damage as well, then it'll be really good. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if the guaranteed crit would work on Rift Surge. I've been assuming that it won't work on Fiery Burst because Fiery Burst enhances your next ability, your next attack ability. So I've been assuming that if I use the guaranteed crit, it would apply to whatever ability you use to try to use the Fiery Burst. And there's no way in hell it would apply to both, because I'd be overpowered. It might work with Fiery Burst if you do this, then Fiery Burst, then the ability, then the crit might apply to the Fiery Burst, but I still find that unlikely. And I have a hunch that the on the Beastmaster, the guaranteed crit would only apply to the initial hit and not the bleed damage. But I think it's still worth trying. So, let's go try this build stuff.
I can assist in your training.
First of all, we are going to reset these and change. There's really no point in keeping Paragon with 0 points. Like Dual Strike, it's pretty much like the most useless 0 point warrior class. So let's figure out what I would want. Can get a damage over time spell and a reduce enemy's armor melee hit. But I still don't think reducing armor is going to be that good. Definitely not going to hit Paladin. Yeah, let's go with Reaver. I don't remember quite how I did this. Do I want parry chance or do I want... Guess I want both. Want extra target on 4. Definitely want this. Definitely want this. Want this. Want this. This and this and this. Wait. Yeah, I think this is what I was at. We're actually going to leave it here at 28 points. Enhanced Burst is good, but these ones up here are like required good. Oh, I should use Thunderous Kick. I took that out of my build a while ago because I never really felt like using it. But since I'm heavily using ranged attacks now, what I can do is I can Thunderous Kick them, like if there's like a rogue on me, then Stone Spear to root them, and Freeze Armor to snare them, and basically use that to help me kite guys, kite melee opponents. So we're gonna go for that, and I think I'll get Battlefield Intimidation, the AoE fear thing, before I get Blitz, which lets me bull rush in combat and causes the enemy to be rooted. I think that'll work out a little better, so we'll do it like that. Crap. This got messy. I don't have that anymore. This goes up here. I'll forgot about this. 5% physical damage. Reckless strike. Oh. I see what you did there. I was looking at Void Knight for a minute, and then it put the abilities on there. Let's see. Soul Sickness, the 15-second cooldown damage over time spell. Where do I want that? I never really used this stone shield thing. I'm not sure where to put it. It forces the next attack to miss the warrior. How reliable is that? So, we have Reaver abilities now, Soul Sickness, and reduce enemy armor. Sure, that's fine. And we have this other one that reduces enemy armor. I better turn this up before I forget.
Guard this knowledge.
So this one reduces enemy armor by 214. Well, this one grants an attack point, though. So that's a lot more. So this one only lasts 15 seconds. Generates additional threat.
With all the damage I do, I'm not sure if I want that. There is, of course, a reduces threat generated by damage effects by 50% with 2 points right over here, but I don't know. We'll have to see if these stack. Okay, Soldier's Bearing. I guess we can put it right here. No, let's put it right here. And that's already on there. Put that on G like it always was. Shift B for the kick. That goes there. Bash. Oh, that's my interrupt. That definitely goes there. So where am I going to put Soul Sickness? Yeah, that's good. It's hard to use Fork to like spam forked flame spears when it's on Shift T. But with a 15-second cooldown, I'm not going to be using Soul Sickness too much. So that's a better spot for it.